Maplewood was the kind of small Midwestern town where people still left their doors unlocked and waved at every passing car. With just under 5,000 residents, everyone knew everyone, or thought they did. So when Emily Hargrove, a 27-year-old teacher's aide at Maplewood Elementary, failed to show up for work one crisp October morning, the entire town seemed to freeze. Emily was the kind of person neighbors described as gentle, dependable, the girl who would feed your cat if you were out of town. Her sudden disappearance wasn't just unusual, it was unthinkable. Her car was found abandoned at the edge of Willow Creek Park, a quiet walking trail where joggers often went at dawn. The driver's door was unlocked, her purse still inside. Her phone had been powered off. To investigators, it looked like a struggle had taken place just out of sight, perhaps the work of a stranger lurking in the shadows. The initial theory spread quickly. A random act of violence, maybe a drifter passing through. Maplewood parents pulled their children in closer. Women stopped jogging alone. The police, under pressure, widened their search, combing the woods and draining the creek. But they found nothing. As detectives dug into Emily's life, cracks began to form in the town's image of her as the sweet, uncomplicated girl next door. Her phone records revealed late-night calls to an unknown number. Friends whispered that Emily had seemed distracted in recent weeks, sometimes leaving the diner abruptly if a certain car pulled up outside. Then came the revelation that shook the town. Emily had been involved in a secret relationship with Ryan Cole, a married contractor nearly 15 years older than her. He was well respected, a family man who had built half the houses in Maplewood. To the public eye, Ryan was steady and reliable. To Emily, he was something else. A source of excitement and escape from the small-town routine. When Ryan was questioned, he admitted to the affair but swore it had ended weeks earlier. "She wanted more than I could give her," he said, eyes darting away from the camera. "But I didn't hurt her." Just when suspicion seemed ready to swallow Ryan whole, investigators found something unexpected. Surveillance footage from a gas station showed Emily 2 nights before her disappearance, with Sarah Whitaker, her closest friend since high school. Sarah had been the one leading search parties, sobbing in interviews, and posting prayers for Emily's safe return. But beneath the friendship, resentment had been brewing. Sarah's marriage had crumbled the previous year, and she had confided in Emily constantly. What Sarah never knew was that, during those long talks, Emily had begun her affair with Sarah's ex-husband, Ryan Cole. When detectives confronted Sarah, her mask cracked. She admitted to meeting Emily that night at Willow Creek, saying she only wanted to confront her about the betrayal. "I just wanted her to admit it," she wept. But she laughed, like it was nothing, and I lost it. Emily's body was later discovered in a shallow grave near the creek, buried hastily under fallen leaves. The trial tore Maplewood apart. Neighbors struggled with the knowledge that the best friend, who had organized candlelight vigils, was the same person who had snuffed out Emily's life. Sarah was convicted of second-degree murder. In the courthouse, Ryan sat stone-faced, his marriage ruined, his reputation destroyed. Not by his hands, but by secrets and lies that festered in silence. Maplewood never felt the same again. The unlocked doors became locked. The morning jogs stopped. And for years after, when the leaves began to fall, people would lower their voices, remembering Emily, the girl who had seemed so simple, but whose hidden life unraveled the town. On an ordinary October morning in Maplewood, a small Midwestern town, Emily Hargrove, 27, never arrived at her job at Maplewood Elementary. Hours later, her car was discovered at Willow Creek Park, the door unlocked, her purse inside, and her phone switched off. To police, it looked like a violent abduction. The town panicked, believing a stranger had struck. Detectives began with the obvious leads. They searched the creek, scoured the woods, and questioned park visitors. Nothing, so they turned to Emily's personal life. On the surface, she was quiet and dependable, the kind of young woman who volunteered at church and babysat for neighbors. But her phone records told another story. Late-night calls, secret meetups, and a pattern of behavior no one in Maplewood suspected. 3. The suspects. The investigation quickly uncovered a secret affair between Emily and Ryan Cole, a respected local contractor, married, older, and a pillar of the community. Ryan admitted to the relationship but insisted it had ended weeks earlier. He became the prime suspect, his reputation crumbling as whispers spread. But Ryan wasn't the only one with motive. Emily's best friend, Sarah Whitaker, had recently divorced. Unknown to her, the man she had lost, her ex-husband, was the same man Emily had been seeing in secret. 4. The revelation. The turning point came when detectives obtained gas station footage showing Emily and Sarah together the night she vanished. Sarah had played the grieving friend in public, but privately she burned with betrayal and rage. Confronted by investigators, Sarah broke down. She admitted luring Emily to Willow Creek Park under the pretense of talking things out. What started as a confrontation spiraled into violence when Emily dismissed her feelings. Sarah lashed out, and Emily never left the park alive. 5. The resolution. Emily's body was found in a shallow grave near the creek, confirming Sarah's confession. She was charged and later convicted of second-degree murder. The trial devastated Maplewood. The community mourned Emily, struggled with the truth about Ryan, and reeled from the betrayal of Sarah, the woman who had led search parties and lit candles in Emily's name. Maplewood's innocence was gone. Behind its quiet streets lay a reminder. Sometimes, the most shocking crimes don't come from strangers, but from the people closest to us.